Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see here, I am in a different spot, and that's because I've officially moved to my new apartment because I was switching. I finished one academic program and I got into another one, so I had to move from the state I was in originally so that I can go attend this program. So I have a couple of things here I'm going to unbox. Some of it is anime stuff like usual, then some of it is some other stuff. So we have my favorite horse girl right here, Tokai Teio, which she's going to be a part of the figure unboxing. I'm so excited because she's like my favorite horse girl. I've been super obsessed with umamusume. I haven't played the game yet because I've been busy with school and stuff, but I have watched the anime while I was traveling. So I finished the anime and then I watched the spin-off recently with Komii-Cap, and Tokai Teio is like best girl in my opinion. So I couldn't wait to get the figure of her, so we have that for later. But for our merch haul, it's going to be one anime thing. It's this little keychain that I got from Kaiju number 8. The new season is playing right now as the recording of this video, and I saw this in Miniso and I decided to get it because most of the options I liked, except for maybe the one where Kafka is getting choked out, but you know, all the other ones seem to be something I would wear or put on a backpack or a purse or something, so I got that. And then I got some stuff that's non-anime related. This is a pack of Ohu markers. Now, I've never tried Ohu. I've tried some Copics, but not a lot because Copics are kind of expensive, so I only have, I want to say 7-ish colors of Copics, and then I have this alternative cheap brand called Artist Loft I use that kind of pads out the color selection because I can't afford $7 sketch Copic markers every time I go to Michael's. So I got these Ohus because I heard they're almost as good as Copics and they're really affordable, which they are. Like a pack of this in Copics would have been $50, but for Ohu I think it was, I want to say $30 with tax, so obviously much cheaper. And I also bought some 2 extra colors outside of the pack just because I needed more browns and more grays, so I picked that up. And then finally I have this little microphone. So I bought this microphone for 2 reasons. I bought it, one, for work related stuff. I figured if I have to do any online meetings, it'll be easier and a little less weird looking if I used a regular microphone compared to like my gaming headset that I have, because that one has a microphone on it. And then I also bought this microphone because I did start streaming a little bit a few months ago before all of the big move happened, so I wanted to get back into streaming. I've been really busy with school and stuff, so I don't know if I will be able to jump right into streaming, but I'm hoping to maybe start once a week and see how that goes, but we'll see. So I'm gonna unbox the microphone and I'm gonna unbox the little keychain from Kaiju number 8, and then I'll save these markers and unbox them and test them out in another video because I did want to do a video on traditional art because I haven't done one in a long time, and plus I don't really have a lot of figures on the way right now, so I'm gonna have a gap in between uploads, so I figured maybe go back to my roots. We could talk about like the subject I'm drawing about because I'm sure I have merch on that subject, and I'll just draw a little bit on camera. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the little keychain first. Let's see who I get. I definitely don't want Kafka being choked out. I don't want this one. I would prefer not to have these guys because I don't really know them that well from the series. Like I know them, but I prefer to have some of the main characters like Miss Pigtails, love her, I can't remember her name right now, Mina, my girl, or Hoshino, he's really my boy, and then of course Reno, yeah, I think his name is Reno, and Kafka would be cool too. So we'll see who I get. Okay, so this is who I got. I got Miss Pigtail Girl. I can't remember her name for some reason. It's slipping by me. And then, of course, I have Kafka in his kaiju form, which is one of the ones that I wanted, and luckily one of the ones that not one of the ones that I didn't want. So this is something that I would like. I prefer to have one with Mina, but still a really good keychain. And I'm probably gonna find a place to display this. Okay, so next we have this microphone. I don't know this company, Manono. I thought about getting the Fia microphone, but the only ones that were available on Amazon were in colors that I didn't want. So I got this one because it had a purple option. It has a couple of different options. I think I chose the dark purple one because I figured it'll match better with my keyboard and stuff. And I hope this is a good microphone. The price was right, like the price was pretty good. I didn't want anything too expensive because I'm probably not gonna have a lot of like online meetings, and then additionally I don't know if I'm actually gonna keep up with streaming. It's a hope that I will and be able to use like my new scuff VTuber, which I might make a video about making, but we'll see. But I just didn't want to spend too much money on equipment and then don't use it. So the price was right for this, and it's kind of small, and my desk, my new desk is kind of small, so it'll fit with my setup very nicely. So here we have it. I've never seen something packaged like this, which is makes me very hopeful, because that means that they take good care of their electronics, whoever this company is. So we have the little microphone right here. It feels pretty hefty, but also not too heavy. It has the noise canceling like thing, which is why I wanted this one in particularly. I heard that if you're streaming, the best thing to have is better audio compared to visual, because people don't mind like mediocre visual, but people will get annoyed if your audio is pretty bad. So I don't think the audio from my headset is that bad, but I mean, you never know. So I figured might as well. And then this is the cable. It comes with the USB-C cable and this USB cable, so it could connect to my phone, it could connect to my my computer. And then it comes with this. I'm not sure what this is for, but maybe it's for if you want to change over to like a long arm instead of like a standee. So I'm gonna probably not try this out for this video, but eventually if you want to hear it, then be on the lookout for maybe when I'm streaming. Okay, so that is it for the little merch section. So now we're going to go into the main star of the show, which is the figure unboxing for this video. Okay, so now we have my girl, Tokai Teio from Umamusume Pretty Derby. And it is so funny how a horse girl anime has gotten so popular so quickly. I remember when Umamusume, the anime, first came out. I'm pretty sure I was in high school at the time, and I always put off watching it because I was like, it's just a bunch of horse girls doing track and field. Like I have other shows that I want to watch, and so I never watched it. And then the game came out, but it wasn't global. And now the Umamusume game global came out, and now everybody and their mother is playing it. And I'm like, I don't really have time to start another gacha game, because at the same time when I was actually on my break, I actually started Love and Deep Space, and I wanted to continue like playing that every so often. Of course, I have the usual Hoyo games that I go on and off on, and I was like, I don't have time to start another game, but I want to know who these horse girls are. So I decided to just use my time traveling to binge all 3 seasons of Umamusume, and then I recently finished the Cinderella Grey story, and I'm hooked. I like the horse girl anime. The track and field is fun, and so my favorite girl is Tokai Teio. I love her so much. I wanted to get a figure of her, and I wanted to get a figure of Simbali Rudolph because I think they will look really good together, and plus Simbali Rudolph is like Tokai Teio's idol canonically in the show. And I think in real life, Simbali Rudolph is Tokai Teio's father. But I mean, to get into the horse girl's ancestry based on their real life counterparts, that's a whole nother story that I'm not gonna get into. But I wanted a figure of Tokai Teio specifically. I don't know if I'm gonna get one. I want to get one of Simbali Rudolph eventually, and I don't know who else I want to get. Maybe Oguri Cap, because I really like the Cinderella Grey story, and I think Oguri Cap is pretty cool. Or I might get one of Mejiro McQueen, which I think Mejiro McQueen would fit well with Tokai Teio as well, because they have a little dynamic friendship going on. So either way, I decided to start with my favorite girl, which is Tokai Teio. And then if I want to branch out for any other horse girls, I would. I do have to say Tokai Teio is very underrated in the figure collecting sphere, because this is the only affordable figure that I found of her. I found like this like action figure art figures. I don't like them. They are more action figure for too action figure-y for me. I like classic figures. But those are the only two I saw of her. I didn't even see a Nendoroid of her, which is very strange. But I saw a bunch of figures either out or coming out for so many other horse girls. I know there's a line where they're in streetwear, there's a line with them in the Relax Time series, but Tokai Teio is in none of those series. But I see Rice Shower is in those series. Now, not to hate on Rice Shower, I love Rice Shower, she's so cute and adorable, but Rice Shower is not a main character of the series. Like, she doesn't even have her own season. Like, she has a little arc going on, but she's not the main character. And yet there's so many figures of Rice Shower, which I may get because I do like Rice Shower, I admit. But we need more justice for Tokai Teio. She needs more figures. But in the meantime, we'll unbox this one where she's in her classic schoolgirl uniform and she looks really cute. Okay, so let's start the unboxing. Okay, so here she is in all her glory. I do have to say this figure is a bit more on the simpler side. This one was particularly from Bandai Spirit, but I do like the charm of it. I like the fact that I love the details of her hair and her tail. It's very dynamic. I do like the base. I'm so happy that they actually decided to take the time and make a fancier base with the horseshoe and a little bit of the turf grass that you see on the track. I think the paint job could have been a bit better, but again, I'm not super picky about that because it's a prize figure. But I do see some splotches on the top of her shirt, so make note of that. I do wish they picked a better pose. When I saw this figure, I'm like, this is a nice pose. I think it's cute, but she has so many iconic poses. Like, she has one where she's doing like the same pose as Simbali Rudolph, where she does the tree hand sign or the two hand sign right when she's finished with her race. I think they could have played on that one a little bit, and that one would have been a bit more canon to the show. It kind of looks like the meme, you know, the meme where it's like, actually, where you have the emoji sign with the glasses and the nerd glasses, and he's just like putting his finger up. That's what it kind of looks like. Like, just give her glasses and it'll look like the meme. But I think they should have played more on the fact that she has a couple of poses where she wins her races. So I don't know. I do think they should make more figures of Tokai Teio. She has so many iconic outfits. She has like 2 major racing outfits. She has she did this like Halloween episode with Medru McQueen where she's in like a Red Riding Hood outfit, which I think I might want to try and cosplay that, because that sounds like a cool and unique cosplay from the series. And then she also has like her idol outfit. I think they could have really played more, like there's more opportunities to make more figures of her, but they don't really have a lot of figures of her out there from what I know of. I know there might be one scale of her, but I haven't seen it, but I'm not sure. But besides that, this figure is really nice. Please make more figures. I think I will be getting some other horse girls, because even though these figures are kind of small, they're not that expensive, so it's not too bad even though they're a little small. But we'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please stick around for the unboxing. And if you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe. Bye bye.